Cultaholic. This is This Week in Wrestling, and joining me today is Jack and Adam.
You're late.
You're back.
Oh.
No, you're late. What sort of time do you call this? This isn't a
really.
Monday afternoon. What's going on here? It's a
know.
Thursday by the
It
time
is
this goes out.
Thursday.
Half of the week has already
Sorry.
elapsed. Who's died? Quick, go.
2 people. Have they died?
Don't get it.
Oh, yeah, you see that in Thailand.
What?
A
What?
British millionaire and his wife have been. I thought that's what you were referring to.
No, I meant the 2 people that died this week.
No, go on.
Oh.
Tell us the
It's
morbid story.
I just saw on BBC News before I was checking while I was waiting for Jen to arrive.
Yeah.
I saw this headline on BBC News, and it was in Thailand. I think it was a British millionaire. His wife had been killed.
Why?
Were they involved in
Don't know
wrestling?
yet. Killed?
No, they wasn't wrestling.
No,
related.
okay.
I just thought that's who you were referring to, but no, obviously not.
No.
Right,
sorry,
so
got-
rest in
no.
peace to those people.
Yeah, I've got this off to a really morbid start. I'm sorry.
That's awful. I kind of feel like maybe we should just get the deaths over and done with.
Do you want to do
Should
just
we,
now?
should we do the
Whoa.
deaths?
Just mix
Shake
it
things
up.
up a bit, yeah.
I'm really sorry. But
Yeah, we'll do all the morbid
just
stuff
get
at the
it all-
beginning.
We'll just get it done, right? Because it's sad. Okay, so September the 25th, 2003, sadly we lost Anthony Durante, who was one part of the Pitbulls.
Yeah, Pitbull.
Two.
Two. He was
Two?
Pitbull 2. I think
I
he was
don't
Pitbull 2.
remember.
I'm not too familiar. He appeared on
It's ECW.
Wrestling
and-
Secrets Revealed. Is
Oh,
what
which
I
one
know.
was he?
Yeah. Pitbull 2. I don't know. He was the bald one. They were
Right.
both bald.
Oh,
I don't.
on the one with like the Cobra and the American Kid and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
right.
Who else
the
was in
granny
that?
is a plant.
The stunt granny.
Christopher Daniels.
Yes,
was in
Chris
that.
Daniels
Was
was
he
in
was
it.
in
yeah,
it.
I think he might be the snake one.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
was.
Slither.
Cobra or something. No,
Slither.
Slither.
Was
that
it Slither?
Oh, I don't know.
There was one in
Cobra
there
was a
called
gladiator.
Skullduggery,
Was there?
which is my wrestling name that they stole.
No, yours is AJ Hazard.
No, before AJ Hazard. I talked about this before, Jack.
You
Jesus
did
Christ.
actually, I remember.
Check out my Wikipedia. I don't have a Wikipedia.
Do you not?
Do you
I
not?
thought you would by this point.
I thought you would.
I founded WCPW.
Yeah,
I bloody
yeah, you
should do.
did,
My
yeah.
tremendous contributions to the British professional wrestling scene
Yeah.
have gone unnoticed, unfortunately. No, there was a skullduggery. Before I was AJ Hazard, when I used to play wrestle in Swanmore Middle School, I would be skullduggery because my dad had a skull mask that my mum hated, so I took great pleasure in putting the skull mask on.
Right.
Was it like an actual skull mask, or was it like a wrestling mask that was a skull?
No, it was like a Halloween costume mask.
Oh.
It wasn't a real skull.
That's really good. Like a good
No,
grasp of.
not like you're wearing
That's a good
skull.
grasp of like wordplay at that age as well to
I
come
was
up with
gonna
skullduggery.
say.
I agree, actually.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
That's
Didn't think about that.
smart.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Oh, well done. Well, sorry, we
Pitbull
lost.
2,
Yeah,
yeah.
Pitbull 2. Also, then on the 26th of September 2004, we lost Mariana Comos, who was Mrs. Cleavage.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Eva Cleavages.
Of the mother.
Headbanger
Yeah.
was
Right.
small. But
Speaking
yeah.
of tremendous contributions to professional wrestling.
That was a weird storyline.
It's a shame.
Did you do
No.
anything else? I'm not aware.
No, that was it.
Oh, that's.
She sadly died of breast cancer.
Oh, really?
Do
Oh,
you
that's
think
that's
that's, like,
ironic.
super
Yeah.
ironic?
Oh no.
Adam Pacheco,
What?
you smiled.
It's just like the irony of it. No, no, it is sad.
I did. I was like reading it, and I was like, "Wow."
Really
That is
young as
sad.
well. Must have been.
Don't know.
Okay.
Youngish.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, the
shame.
deaths are out of the way now, so that's good.
This is
Stop talking
sad,
about these horrible
though,
things.
But let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's move
Let's
on.
have some fun.
Let's have some fun on the 24th of September 2000, and it's Unforgiven, and Austin returns.
Yes. So he'd been teasing his return for a little bit on SmackDown, I believe. I saw a promo. And then he came back to try and figure out who had mowed him down in their car.
I remember that just being the most exciting storyline. I loved that.
Yeah, I loved it as well. Obviously, it was a really disappointing.
Right, I wasn't that disappointed.
What with Rikishi?
Rikishi, yeah, well, like, I mean,
One of the worst heel turns ever.
no, like, but you know that way? He was like, he did it for The Rock. I got it. As a kid, I got it. It was a family thing.
It didn't make that much sense. Who benefited the most? Like
The
Triple
Rock.
H benefited quite a
Oh,
lot
I
from,
was
from
gonna
Austin
say-
being
Oh,
out
you
of
mean in
action.
kayfabe or in?
Angle, the Big Show. The Big Show won the title because Austin wasn't there.
Do you mean in kayfabe or
Yeah,
in real
in
life?
kayfabe.
In kayfabe, I got Rikishi's argument.
Yeah.
Sure.
With Austin out the way, The Rock was there to be the big star, and Rikishi did it for him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See? But then everyone...
Such a lame heel turn, isn't it? though?
No,
I
he
think
ran him
that's-
down.
The Rock didn't want anything to do with it. It's
But
just
then,
like,
so was when Triple H was revealed as the mastermind behind it all? Was that a retcon? Did they go, oh,
Yeah,
this isn't
oh,
working?
100%,
Oh, right.
yeah,
No,
I
that was
remember.
yeah. I think they
Right.
realised that they messed up because it wasn't until when did Triple H reveal that? That wasn't until like
a little,
way
yeah,
a bit
months
later,
later,
and then
it
they were
was-
like,
yeah,
drop
because
the ball on
it
this
was
one.
because the Rikishi heel turn just hadn't worked. He was a bad man.
Rikishi.
He was a great babyface. Why did they turn him heel?
I just don't think he was good enough to be that prominent a heel, personally.
He just walk out slowly to his music about being a bad. Do you do that?
Yeah. Do you know what that means? You know when he does that on the way to his on the way to the ring?
Yes, it's him saying hello to the Usos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His sons.
He goes,
that's
"That's for them."
that's Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's Jay. You don't know that? Isn't that lovely?
Don't
So
cry.
if you
Don't
watch
cry,
any
you're right.
any entrance with Rikishi, he comes down to the ring, even if he's looking all heely, and he'll do.
And that's for the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, well, I'm really hungover, but like that, and I'm really emotional.
And you've
like,
got
from
4
last
weeks of
night.
hangover because we're
I
recording
know.
4 episodes. So enjoy
I'm
4
so
weeks
sorry.
of Jen
I know, I'm gonna be like so.
bawling, and
I know, like I'm sorry. I'll try. I'll perk up. 'cause
I'm
I
gonna try and
must
make
seem
you
really-
cry during this episode.
Don't, because I am an
You
emotional. That was
Nobody
so-
liked you, Jen.
Adam.
They were slagging you off in the comments.
Really?
No,
Slags me
no,
off.
people love you. What are you
No.
talking about?
She brought us mini muffins.
Did you? Oh, I didn't see those.
Yeah,
Thank you
we've got
very
mini
much.
muffins.
Cheers, Jen.
See, just try and be nice.
Yeah.
If you could rebook this, who would you have as hitting Austin with a car?
Ooh. Ooh.
Angle makes a lot of sense.
That's too dark for him. He was a dork.
Yeah. Well, especially at that time, that was peak Kurt Angle being the best.
I'd have.
But I hated him.
It was him. It was himself. Do you remember that lad? Do you remember that bloke? Do you remember that bloke from E17, Brian?
Oh, yeah, with the
You see the
potato.
car hit him. There was footage of the car. How would he do it?
Because he dropped a potato.
Yeah, this is Brian from
Oh,
E17.
sorry, Brian, E17.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, why? Right,
Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry.
You once made me sing E17 smash hit "Stay Another Day" for one of our Patreon fans, Sydney. It turns out she'd never requested me to sing that song. It was just a rib from the boys.
You're
Just a
an
bloody
absolute-
prank.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You're so cheeky.
I don't remember
Adam.
that.
Do you know?
No.
It was literally like.
Aw. Can we find footage of that? Because that'd be cute.
No,
No, we
it was
sent
Did you
it
have the
later.
Patreon
jacket?
exclusive.
No, I just
hangout.
sang it. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have the jacket or
Hey,
nothing?
now.
They didn't even really do that in the
I
background.
think we should maybe do that for Christmas.
No.
Like, why don't you do it? You
Well,
We
guys
should
Christmas-
do a
all of
charity
you.
single.
You should, all 4 of you, because there was 4 in E17. I'll supply the jackets, because I've got loads of funny jackets.
Funny jacket.
Funny, like
All
funny
right.
cozies. Let's do it.
I think we should release a
Aw.
Christmas single.
Do it.
Maybe as the Survivor Series punishment, the loser has to release a Christmas
wow.
single. I would relish in that.
You'd-
Where
yeah,
do you
you'd
reckon it would
enjoy
get
it.
in the charts if we released a
No
Christmas
way.
single?
I
How-
think it'd be
how
really
many-
high.
where
Do
do
you
Do it
reckon
for
it would do top
charity.
40?
Where did
Maybe
no?
top 40.
Where did the
Top
charts?
100.
Where did the charts start? It's like 1,000.
No.
I think-
100?
Yeah, I think
It's
100.
100. No way.
You don't think we'd break the
You
top
could,
100?
you could easy get into top 100.
No, we couldn't.
Easy.
A wrestling-themed Christmas song? That'd be fantastic.
That would be amazing for charity.
I don't
For
know.
charity? You don't even like charity, Jack?
Yeah,
Why
I
are you
like
saying no to
charity. Of
charity?
course I do.
Shan.
I'm just-
Doesn't care.
I'm just
Not bothered.
saying. I don't think we'd thrive.
What would it go? How would it go? Wrestling.
Bloody wrestling Christmas.
Oh my goodness, we have written it out.
It's a bloody wrestling
We
Christmas.
can nick all of the Christmas show names like
Fight Before Christmas.
Fight Before Christmas,
December to December.
yeah,
Guys, make this happen.
No, Jen.
Jingle
Please.
Hells. I saw.
Now that we've
The
mentioned
really
it
sad
as well
one.
on camera, we're gonna
Well,
have to
this
do
is
it.
it.
We are gonna have
It's
to
a
do it.
done deal now. If you would like to see it, please let us know in the comments.
Deal.
So, staying with the 24th of September, we'll go to 2006, and this is Kurt Angle, the TNA, basically.
Crossed
the
the
news.
line.
Yeah, the news that they have signed Kurt Angle, which is huge.
Huge get.
This was crazy,
Huge.
yeah. It might be the biggest, apart from Hogan, but Hogan was bad for them. This might be the biggest signing in TNA history.
Yeah.
I think, maybe.
Yeah, it's
easy.
got to be.
Easy.
Yeah.
Followed by Sting. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of actual benefit, because Angle, I remember when that fact came out, I was like, Angle's now wrestled in TNA longer than he has in WWE.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
How
I think
nuts
it's
is
still the
that?
case now. Obviously, he's not wrestling full time in
Yeah.
WWE,
Yeah,
but I
but
think
his
his
in-ring career was longer. And
and he did so much. Christian Cage is up there as well.
Yeah,
Just being a
Christian.
one that you wouldn't think would be a huge signing, but when
Yeah.
he crossed the line, that was a big deal.
But no, the Angle one was huge, and like that's kind of when, because I remember when I started watching TNA, because when I started getting back into wrestling, I started with TNA,
Right.
Because it was just on the telly, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, I'll just watch it, and I would put it on, and I remember, because so I hated, I mean, ignorance of youth, but like totally did not appreciate Kurt Angle back in the day, like and how much of a comedy genius he was. So when I saw Angle on TNA, I was like, oh my goodness, and I was like, and it made me want to watch, and then I was like, oh my goodness, this is the best.
Yeah,
ever.
he was. I think
such a
he's
pop for
probably
me.
the funniest wrestler ever.
Yeah.
Like intentionally, and now unintentionally.
bless him. He's so lovely.
He is. He's
very
really
funny.
Isn't
great.
he? He's just
Does,
such a
he,
cute.
does Heenan count? He's not a wrestler.
He wrestled, didn't he? Maybe,
Well,
yeah.
But
But Angle's, like, as you say, the nerdy dweeb.
That was the
Kurt
best.
Angle. So funny.
2001 Kurt Angle was it.
When he said he was going to tap out Jesus.
I liked him, and it was after he'd stopped the dorky stuff. But Sexy Kurt was a great.
Oh.
Yeah, sexy Kurt.
Hands off the merchandise. Woo.
Oh, Kurt Angle. I love you so much.
He had some good feuds as well, Samoa Joe and people like that, and Styles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And their matches now these days, that if they booked that, everyone would be like, "Whoa!" But it's all
Yeah.
happened. It's been in TNA. It's
But
really
that,
good.
yeah. But it's loads. We've spoke about that before. Like, there's been loads of stuff in TNA that we've like now in WWE, but we've seen all in TNA.
Mm,
Yeah.
So they
true.
were kind of ahead of the game.
Yeah, these TNA discussions always go back to, like, I can't believe they had
Yeah.
AJ Styles and Bobby Roode
Mm.
I
and
know.
Joe and all
And
of
you
these.
don't like didn't appreciate it at the time.
No,
don't
you
think-
knew it was brilliant.
Yeah, but you didn't appreciate it.
And they did feel like massive stars when they were there.
Oh yeah,
They really
definitely.
did.
Anyway, but yeah, so this was no surrender. But yeah, the big news was that Kurt Angle would be joining them. Main event mafia and all
Oh,
that. I can't.
that was their thing.
Yeah, it was like a.
MEM. Yep.
I get it. Totally.
Yeah.
And also, you performed it perfectly.
It's. I'm happy to see Kurt back in WWE because towards the end
Yeah.
of TNA, he looked kind of too lean and like a bit disheveled. I was like, ooh, he looked.
I don't think he was well.
No.
I think he was really. I think he was just burnt out, and
Yeah.
he, like, because he
Well, no,
didn't.
because he was doing like all the shows and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
He was
remember-
doing
He didn't change
moonsaults
his
off
style.
cages
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Didn't change his style at
No.
all. He was just
No.
going all out, which I guess like it matched his sort of intensity gimmick
Yeah.
thing because he was just still like the. But he really went mental.
Yeah, I think he gave them like he gave TNA a lot.
Mm,
Yes.
mm.
Like definitely of him. So, God bless Kurt Angle, eh? Oh, I love him. Okay, so we'll go on to September 25th, and it's 2000. And the title of this is World Champion, bro. So,
Sam wrote these, you can tell.
no, but I love Sam's notes because they are slightly passive aggressive. And I,
Slightly.
They're just like,
Passive's the right word.
but okay,
A
that's
bit
super aggressive. Like, but he sprinkles like all these wee comments. I love them. They're so fun to read.
Sam is a man beyond his years mentally. Like he's a grumpy old man at 26.
All right, I was.
Or is he 27 now?
27, yeah.
He's a grumpy old man already. Yeah.
Amazing. I love him. I love him. But yeah, so basically, I actually just want to read the first line. To get this absolute dumpster fire of a decision, and for me, a more damaging decision than even putting the belt on David Arquette, we have to go back to Bash at the Beach.
It was a
July.
bad decision.
Yeah.
Putting the belt on Russo.
Yeah, so this was it. It was putting the belt on Vince Russo. His decision, obviously, but yeah, because this was like all kind of like because Vince was now actually working matches and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think was this not his kind of attempt of like, well, I can do.
But Vince is actually quite good.
He's a
Or
great promo guy.
Vince.
Russo.
No, I meant McMahon. Sorry, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
sorry,
sorry.
sorry, that's what I was.
Yeah,
talking
Jen was
about.
doing a
That was wrong,
comparison.
Vince. Oh, I forget. There's two things.
Yeah, I think so. But they'd done that fairly successfully with Bischoff. Bischoff was a great character in WCW. Yeah, exactly.
That's it. But like, I hate him. That's why I didn't watch WCW.
Yeah.
Just
And
because of him.
Russo was a great promo guy, but obviously this was disastrous.
Yeah. So
I've just felt like once you introduce someone whose gimmick is the booker, then the whole illusion's gone and it's too far. And I know we all know that it's not real, but they'd refer to like
what do you think? It like doesn't legit like it.
it was a
Do you
bit
know
too
what I
far
mean?
for me because if the booker's there winning the belt and everything, then it's like
It's quite clearly that.
because if Vince McMahon when he won the belt, it was you could look at it as like the boss of the company's won the belt, how hilarious, but it still worked in kayfabe to a degree.
Because he was never saying, I've booked myself to win this. And that's
No.
what Russo did. He tried
Vince
to blur
accidentally
that
won
line.
it. Yeah.
But by doing that, it affects every other match on the card. Because,
Yeah.
hey, Vince Russo booked that one too, and
Yeah.
that one, and that
All
one.
of this
so that's,
doesn't
that's
matter.
what Vince Russo wants.
Yeah.
It didn't work. And following like Bash at the Beach 2000, which was a total mess.
He won it. He also Russo won it by accident too because he won it because it was a cage match and he got speared
Yeah.
through the cage
Yeah,
by Goldberg
so he-
Yes, yeah.
and landed for like a Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar situation.
Yeah.
But by
But
this
worse.
time, we already knew he was the booker, and that illusion had been ruined, as you say.
Yeah, I think I remember. I think he was wearing an American football helmet.
Yeah, he
protect
was.
himself,
he was,
yeah.
he was like all kitted out with
Yeah.
like like protection gear. But he did the right thing, and he renounced it a week later on Nitro.
Well done, Vince.
Which was good.
What a good guy.
But I've like written in my notes as like, because then that led to like the San Francisco's 49ers match, which
Yes.
I had not watched for a
Is
very
this
long time.
Booker T and... No, Booker T and
that's-
Scott Hall. No.
No, who was it? It was Booker T. Who was in that?
No, yeah, because
With like the
the
boxes.
4 boxes.
Uh-huh.
I remember that because...
Oh no, Scott Hall was one of
It's
the
a picture.
things in
It's a
it.
picture of Scott Hall. Yeah. And Booker's like,
I know.
yeah, it's good that.
Oh, it was funny.
Better than the coal miners glove match or whatever that was as well.
There was
This
a coal
weird
miners glove
This
in
was
that.
a weird. Was there as well?
Yeah,
This
in
was a
that
weird
box.
time for WCW.
I know, it was strange.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Russo now?
Mine,
Yeah.
personally, I don't know. I'm all right with him. I was listening to his podcast, like he does his wee podcast. His wee podcast, I'm patronising the guy.
This is no
I totally did
podcast
not
or
mean
whatever.
that. Sorry, but no, like like, do you mean like thoughts on him, like now?
Yeah,
And
do you
his
think he has any
opinions?
relevance in pro wrestling today?
No.
No, nor do I. I remember something that he did. I used to get tweets when we used to do the What Culture podcast, and he would use voice samples.
Wrestle culture.
And he would use voice samples of like me, Adam, Kenny, like
Would he?
getting really excited about stuff, and then he'd go, "Listen to these marks,
Would he?
bro." Yeah, he would
No,
say,
did he
and to me-
actually?
yeah, and he would do
Wow.
it for all sorts of podcasts, but he used to feature ours quite heavily.
You hear
And it's just-
Wilborn going Titus Worldwide, and he's like, "Listen to this guy. That's mental."
Imagine, like, given what he's done in pro wrestling, having to resort to
To do
us
that.
guys.
But like making fun of you, well,
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to.
but
But
a
he's a
desperate
mark
pic-
too. Like, I'm sorry,
What
this
a
is my whole
bully.
point: is everybody involved in wrestling
Everyone's
is a mark.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're all
what's he
marks.
doing now? That's the thing. He's got his podcast, his wee podcast.
I know,
But-
now I feel so bad. No. like-
Yeah, no, I
Oh.
just think he's desperately
Have you
trying
met
to
him?
cling on. No, I haven't.
I've
no.
walked past him.
He's blocked me on Twitter.
Has he?
Yeah.
I've walked past him. He's very tall.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's very
Oh,
tall.
he's a
I
wrestler.
don't think he would.
He's quite lanky,
Tall.
but he's always hanging around with like Hogan and that, so he looks a bit short because Hogan's
I
massive.
suppose.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a
quite
good point.
lanky.
Oh, that's upset me about Vince Russo now.
What
Oh,
nasty
screw
man.
him.
Do you know what? I always try to like defend him, but not today.
Oh.
Oh, that hungover me's nasty.
Yeah.
Okay, so September the 26th, we'll go to 1999, and it's Unforgiven. And this is the 6-pack match.
6. Number 6.
Oh man, are we still
6-pack
doing
time.
that?
Oh, what can I say?
Did I not see it?
Doesn't matter.
That one was very sex.
Was
Yeah,
that?
it was a very
Yeah.
sex.
Sex.
Yeah.
Hungover Jen's dirty
Sex.
too.
Don't say that. Don't. No
Can't
way.
think of anyone who's more dirty when they're hungover. It's like the least dirty. You're like, ugh.
I know, like not today. Anyway, not for marriage anyway. Right, so I don't know.
Sure.
The 6-pack match.
Six.
We'll
Six,
get
yeah.
6.
Okay.
6-pack match. So basically, yeah, so this was all the officials in WWE had gone on strike. Apart from one, what's his chops? Where is he?
Jimmy
Corderas,
Corderas,
yeah.
So basically, he was reffing this match, which was a match between Triple H, The Rock, Mankind, Kane, Big Show, and the British Bulldog for the championship. But yeah, so
I love Sam's notes.
I've just
here.
read it there.
I know,
Yeah.
I've just-
Triple H would go on to overcome the odds and claim
No,
the vacant
I'm
WWF
reading the bit before that. The match would eventually be interrupted by the striking referees who came down to hurl insults at the dirty scab Jimmy Corderas.
I know, like
If,
Sam's notes are the best.
No, if all the boys are striking, Jimmy's done a bad thing there.
There you go.
Yeah.
I remember it being a really exciting main event. I haven't watched it back since it happened. I don't think.
No, I don't think
But
I've
it was
watched it
it was a
since.
complete cluster F, as I think Sam describes
Oh,
it here.
bit at the bottom that I didn't actually know. This was the final pay-per-view event with Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara in the lead writing position
Yeah.
because they were off to WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Wow.
literally in a couple of days.
Ed Ferrara is a
following that.
weird guy, isn't he?
Well, this is what I watched, like when we're talking about Russo. Like it was like their podcast between the two of them, and they're like Skyping.
Oh, they're
each
still
other.
best pals.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Still besties. So which I thought was a bit weird because is Ed Ferrara not like? Does he still work with WWE?
I don't think so.
No.
He was in the early days of Impact. There was a whole angle he was involved in where there was, I can't remember who it was, but there was a woman wrestler who came down to the ring, and the implication was that she was undoing his belt and that in front of an arena of people, and he was like,
What's she gonna do?
Yeah, you know.
Oh my
And he was all
goodness.
like, yeah, go on. And then she like gave him a low blow or something.
Oh, okay.
And it was all like, oh, you thought you were going to get, you know.
Gonna get a cock.
Adam, you can't say that.
Oh,
There are 3 words we can't use, and cock's fine. Cock.
cock.
Oh my goodness.
Jizzy cock.
Adam.
Vince Russo's jizzy. No, Ed Ferrari.
Wash your mouth out.
Next.
Next. Okie doke. Okie doke. So, 28th of September, 1998. Ah, this was so good.
Oh, do you like this moment?
I love this moment. Like, so good. So, basically, we're going to Raw. And this was the Raw where Austin would come out. A Zamboni. I thought it was like an ice thing. I don't know what a Zamboni is.
Well, the thing that
Like-
smooths the ice.
smooths
the
I was
ice on ice
literally
rinks,
about
yeah.
to ask what a Zamboni is. Because
Well,
I can
that.
picture it, obviously, from
But
this
is
angle.
that the same thing? Because I thought it was something that cleans ice.
I thought that was it.
Is that
that
what it's
it?
called though? A Zamboni?
Why was that
Yeah, I'm guessing, but
Because I
I
would
don't-
just have called it like the ice cleaner.
I'm guessing, but I don't know if this is true or not. But you know how like
There's a gimmick.
you know how like everyone refers to any brand of cola now as Coke because Coke is so ubiquitous. I feel like Zamboni's like
Or
the
like
brand.
Hoover's.
Yeah, like Hoover's. Yeah,
Hoover.
I feel like Zamboni.
Tannoy,
Like,
which is a brand.
Is that-
what? No.
It's not a tannoy system.
You're
it's
joking.
an intercom system or something like
I'm
that.
gonna Google Zamboni if
I
you
don't
wanna
know.
just to make sure.
Yeah, so basically, anyway,
Yeah, it's
this was,
important.
like, I'll say ice cleaner. But, like, this was when Austin would crash the ice cleaner into the ring to
Attack Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Impossibly
Didn't you
the
have to
best
jump-
Raw moment ever. Beer bath for me is a
Yeah,
buffet.
or milk truck as well.
Yeah,
Like,
but that was a parody.
no,
It was
but I know,
brilliant.
but it just that's what made it so much better.
It was really great, that. I love the Zamboni thing. So, go on.
Well, it seems as though it might have been the thing that invented it, so there might not be any competitors. It might just be the ice cleaner, but the Zamboni company is what made it. Yeah,
Sweet.
So
Maybe
as
get a
an ice cleaner?
sponsorship.
other ice cleaners
If we
are
keep
available,
mentioning
or
them,
are
we
they?
might get a Zamboni for
We've
the
said
office,
it
which would be
a lot.
handy.
Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine?
No.
When he can't get up the stairs.
True.
Get Austin.
I
to
love
drive it
this
in.
moment. So Vince is
No, so
presenting the world,
Yes, 'cause-
the WWE
Well, no,
title
yeah, to Kane,
to
and well, he's going
Undertaker.
to try anyway because it was them together that
Mm-hmm.
won it. So he was going to have them both, and then Austin, typical Austin, comes out, spoils the moment, and like I remember this because the ring actually does jump. Like it's hilarious. Like it's just so funny. It's just vintage Austin.
It's fantastic.
Just the best. This was the best time in wrestling, and I know loads of people like.
Yeah, we've spoken
don't
about this
agree, but-
before as well, but like, you don't get big moments like this. The only guy that gets them is Braun, who gets to
Yeah.
tip massive things over and big theatrical prop-based
Totes.
moments.
Which is
I-
great.
yeah, it is great. No, and Braun's a great guy to get those, but I miss this.
So did I. So did I.
Yeah.
Aw. But yeah, this was good. I just always remember like the bit when he's like at the end and he's like getting arrested and it's like the Navy that they've got. It's not even like
yeah.
police, it's the Navy. And you just hear like Vince is just pure comedy gold in this and he's like, take him back to jail. It's just the best ever. Like, oh, Vince McMahon.
Not that Vince had to do much in this, but like you look at
No.
some of the Vince Austin moments, like the first stunner ever was
Okay, yeah.
awful, obviously
Yeah.
on Vince's part, a bad sell. But this was
So
brilliant.
funny.
Like Vince just got so much better, and when Austin dives over,
It's just unreal.
brilliant.
Oh, good times. I'm going to watch that again. Memories. Okay, so September the 30th, 2002, Kane goes intercontinental. That sounds like such a fun film, doesn't it?
Sam wrote these, didn't he? Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Sam
I
still.
love Sam's
Kane goes
notes.
in the Continental.
Basically, Kane became a double champion.
I'm just imagining full attire on a sun lounger with like a cocktail. Just
Absolutely. Absolutely. Imagine him just like, no, but like just the mask and like
Yeah.
the red and black shorts. Like, hello.
yeah.
so he was one
Love
half
it.
of the tag champs
Yeah.
with
With
Hurricane.
Hurricane, yeah, Hurricane.
Hurricane. So it's very
I
clever.
love it. But no,
yeah.
Sam's notes as well. Hurricane and the perfectly named team. Hurricane.
Sam loves it.
Genius.
Great.
Sam popped for this, you can
Yeah.
tell. But yeah, so he became the
Do
Intercontinental
you think he did his
champion.
laugh or his when he goes,
Oh, Sam, listen. He's not here today.
No, we haven't got Sam for
He's
the
in
next 4
tomorrow.
weeks, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Gallivanting.
Well, what he
he?
did was he built up so much holiday over the course of the year that he's just got to
gotta
use
take
it.
it
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he just doesn't stop working. And I sort of had to say, like a month ago, Sam, you do realise you've got like 140 days left of holiday to take. It's not quite that
I was
bad.
like that. Wow. How much holiday have I got? No, I'm packed down. It's fine. But that's Sam. I hope he's having. Is he away?
Yeah, he's off having fun.
Good on him. What a lad. Anyway, so yeah, Kane at this point as well, he was like set to be a triple champion. At No Mercy, was he not?
Yeah, he could have
What?
become.
He could have
Could have
been,
won the world heavyweight title as well. I think.
As
Was
well,
the
like-
WWE title
Yeah. But
world heavyweight?
yeah, but Triple H would obviously make sure that didn't
Do you want to see
happen.
one more Kane run, like with one more title run? Because we put a video up as a recording yesterday, 10 things you didn't know about Kane,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people were saying like that they would like to see
I would.
one more.
I would. But like as Kane, Big Red Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
no.
Do you not?
It's too
Why?
late.
I
I'd
love
like him to have a proper send off. If he just goes away and is
If he
the
just-
mayor
yeah,
now, and
if he
that's
just
it, I think that'd be such a
disappears,
shame
that would
because
be sad.
it's a character with such a great story that there needs to be some sort of proper conclusion.
I've got it. I've got the conclusion. I've just
Here
booked
we
it in
go.
my head.
Go on.
So Kane's in a Hell in a Cell match with someone, and then Undertaker comes out and kicks the door off, and then that's the whole. It's the reverse.
That's gotta be Undertaker.
Yeah. But that's the whole. Yeah, that's the end of it.
That's nice.
the end of it,
And
and he
then
just like
take a, like-
carries him off
Yeah.
to the back.
They might have a hug or one of the weird thing they do where they go like the respect thing. I
That's
don't know.
nice. I like that.
It looked like it was. He grabs his balls.
He wouldn't do that.
No, he wouldn't do it.
Not for his
Brothers.
send-off.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Boys, that's not happened. But yeah, no, I would like to see more Kane.
Yeah,
One last time.
he still
love
feels like when there was the triple threat match with Lesnar and Strowman, I
Oh,
feel like he
that
felt
was-
out of place.
Yeah.
He's not quite a main event guy anymore, but I'd be happy with like one more title. I thought we were going to get Daniel Bryan and Kane tag
Yeah.
champs one more time.
That, I was so. I wish they'd just ran with that.
If Kenny ever gets Kane over to do a series of interviews with him,
Mm.
he needs to call it Kaney Macintosh.
Aww.
That's dreadful.
That's not really.
That's really good.
Kaney Macintosh.
Kaney
Kaney Macintosh.
Could you imagine?
Also, Hurricane's all right, but Kaney Macintosh is it?
No, I take sorry. Yeah, that's
Right.
really good.
Oh, bless.
Sam would love that. Birthdays. Here we go.
Yay! Okay, I'll totally perk up, man. Birthdays. I didn't mean to just throw that on disregard. Like, cheerio. Birthdays, best bar, and
Oh, there's one in here that's like my favorite person ever, but okay.
I hope it's number one.
It's not.
Stacey Carter.
No.
Don't give them.
Sorry,
Don't give them
sorry.
away. Oh, just pretend you didn't hear that. However, I would like to wish a very happy 42nd birthday on the 24th of September to drum roll, please. Stephanie McMahon.
Doesn't look a day over 60. What a wonderful woman.
She looks great for her
No, she
age.
does. She looks amazing.
Stephanie
I don't know what.
looks unreal.
Yeah, she does.
I love Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, you love all the McMahons. We've
I
talked
do.
about this before. You've got
I'm
a
like-
weird thing for Linda, especially.
Oh my God, I so love
Why?
Linda. Just Linda's the best one.
No, she's not.
she's
Objectively,
the
she's
worst
not.
one. Yeah.
She's the worst
Probably the
one.
worst.
She's
one.
so good. No, like actually, she's the best one when you think about
No,
it.
if you rank
Why?
the McMahons in terms of wrestling characters, it's Vince.
Vince, Steph, probably. Over Shane, I'd say.
Probably.
Characters.
Yeah, yeah.
Shane,
Vince, Steph,
although
Shane.
Steph emasculates everyone and ruins everything. She has been a great character in the past.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
Shane's
she's-
never been a
she
great
does
character.
heal,
He
she
just
does
jumps
heal.
off high
Steph.
stuff.
Shane.
Shane, Linda.
All the kids. Like all Triple H's kids and that.
That forgotten
dogs.
McMahon.
Yeah,
Forgotten
mystery
son.
one.
Oh no.
Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will agree to disagree
Okay.
on that
Okay,
one because
fair
I
enough.
think Linda's a solid performance.
But we're talking about
this
Stephanie
is
McMahon.
Stephanie's
here. What's your
birthday,
favourite
so-
Steph moment?
Ooh, I loved her weddings.
Weddings. Test?
Like, no, I
Trips?
loved Kane.
Okay,
Yeah, I
alright.
loved that one. Oh, sorry, Taker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
because it was
dark-
Kane and
yeah.
Lita. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
No, it was I Taker and
Yeah.
I just loved all that.
That was before she was really like a heel or a character, even, wasn't it? She just got
Yeah.
kidnapped.
Yeah,
it
she was
good.
just the daddy's girl
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah, yeah.
But there's so many Stephanie things. Like I remember when I was like watching it as a kid and being so invested in the Triple H and Jericho thing because I love Jericho so much.
That was good.
Like that, like all those promos and backstage segments were unreal, and I was like, oh, I hated her. Like
Yeah.
she was just. I love Stephanie. I think she's good.
No, fair play. I think she's very good at what she does. And then really underrated on the mic.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
Like, obviously, the
Oh, she's
booking
her
is
dad's
quite bad
daughter,
sometimes. Yeah, she
100%.
but she is good.
Yeah,
she's
but she's
really
good, and I think
Yeah.
that works so well with
Yeah.
her. And I do get why everybody moans when they're like, well, she wants to be a face when it's an important thing. You know, I would like to see her do something
just happened on
quite
this week's
healing.
Raw, actually. She came
I haven't
out.
watched
She
it
came
yet.
along and like got out the limo at the start of the show and like was tearing down Baron Corbin, who is a heel, but she was doing it in a heelish way herself. And then like her and Triple H were like being all cool and intimidating. And then they came out and did like the Connor's Cure thing, and they were really nice. And then they went back, and then it was like then Triple H got an interview before he got back into his limo, and he was like, "Oh, I sold my soul a long time ago. The Undertaker's got knee chance." And then like, he's got knee chance, mate. I'm from Newcastle, mate. So what are you gonna do? Triple H is a West Ham fan, so if he was from anywhere, he'd be from the East End of London.
Is he?
He's a West Ham fan.
That's where I was
Oh yeah,
last night.
lovely.
Oh. Anyway, happy birthday, Stephanie.
Happy birthday, Steph. Thanks for inventing women's wrestling.
So cheeky. Also on the 24th.
She's not this young.
I was surprised by that.
Wow.
Yeah, that surprised me too. Happy 25th birthday to Sonya Deville.
Really good, really promising.
Yeah,
Still, yeah,
Definitely.
I like her.
Yep.
Do you know what? Because the way her and Mandy Rose went over SmackDown, and suddenly Paige was like, "You're not allowed to be friends anymore." You know,
Yeah.
they kind of gave up on that, and now they're sort of still.
I don't really, to be honest, I think with that whole thing that it just lost steam.
When
and
Paige got
it's-
injured.
Yeah, and it
massively.
just kind of, the push which I think they were destined for with Paige just kind of fizzled.
That's what worries me about Sonya now, is that she's going to get sort of lost in the shuffle because of her style of wrestling and her
Yes.
appearance with Rousey and then
Well,
Shayna
that's what I
Baszler
was
on
going to
NXT.
think.
It's like she's going to
She's
not involved with that.
I think she'll just be the kind of forgotten.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
MMA
think
one,
so.
Maybe.
I reckon
so
though,
good as well.
if
She is good.
If she had to go on to the Indies, she could do well there.
Yeah,
She wrestles
absolutely.
a good style.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Sonia. Going to there's no 25th. I'm sorry. 26th of September. Happy 37th birthday to Oscar.
Oscar the Grouch.
from Sesame Street. What a guy.
Oscar. I say Oscar. We've done this.
Oscar.
You get corrected whatever you say, by the way, because I say Asker, and then there's always comments.
I say Oscar.
What do you say?
Asker.
Oscar.
Oscar.
There's a bit of a
Asuka.
little bit of
Asuka.
a.
Somebody
Asuka.
does say Asuka. Like people do say that.
Do they?
That's
I've heard
that
people
thing's
say
wrong.
Asuka.
It's like X-Pac, X-Pac.
Yeah.
Did it
Oh,
the other day.
yeah.
It's X-Pac and
Yeah,
Oscar. Oscar the Grouch. I love
37 is way older
Yeah.
than obviously she's had such a storied career, she's done so
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
but that's still older than I thought she would be.
Yeah, me too. Way older than I thought, actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
Another one in a
She's
confusing position.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's
She makes
so
with
good.
Naomi now. And
She doesn't need a tag team
I don't
partner. Neither does
know.
Naomi.
No.
They're
No,
both
I
good
know,
on their
like,
own.
that's another thing as
Yeah.
well. Oh my god, like, Naomi's not getting used as much as I love her.
But Asuka's class.
Yeah, she is.
So
And
good.
happy birthday, 37. Wow.
Even if she doesn't do much more in the WWE, even if it all goes wrong, she's still got that massive NXT reign to look back on. Everyone,
Yeah,
that'll go
true.
down in history. That
And
was
she get
really
booked
good.
anywhere
This
as
is
well.
sad, the fact that that's actually what you're even preparing yourself for mentally.
Yeah,
that
true,
They won't
true.
change it.
Yeah,
I hope
it
I
is.
hope that it turns around for her.
What
I
do you
think
reckon
it
she
will.
does for her birthday?
Oh.
Gets
I don't-
Minoru
well,
Suzuki
to be
to
fair,
just kick
she's-
the crap out of her for a laugh.
No, I don't think that happens.
It does
That
happen.
was such
No,
a
it did
that was such
happen,
a
but I
that
don't
was
think
such a
that's-
Sam Driver line with this.
Was it?
Maybe she gets Minoru Suzuki kick the crap out of her.
Oh.
Who's editing these?
Richard.
Oh, sorry. It's good.
Why? Oh,
Cause
Sam.
Sam, yeah.
Good for you. Oh, anyway, happy birthday, Oscar. 26 as well. Happy 30th birthday. Oh, dirty 30 to Buddy Murphy.
Oh, I like Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
He's really turned it around
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
just being great at
He-
wrestling.
He seems like a good guy. So happy birthday.
Yeah.
28.
Here we go.
Oh gosh, it is. Okay, happy on the 28th.
Oh, so good.
Happy 55th birthday to Steve Blackman.
Legitimately one of my favourites of all time. I
Why?
love Steve. What do you mean, why? Isn't it
Oh.
obvious that he's really cool and good?
I just never.
He's really cool. You know, he looks exactly the same now as he does.
I
when he was in the
was
Attitude
about
Era.
to say,
Exactly
like-
the
He's
same.
like an android.
Still
yeah,
kicking about in the black karate trousers.
No, he looks amazing.
Really?
face and hair and everything. Yeah.
Jack,
it's
tell me
insane.
everything you like about Steve Blackman.
I like his weapons use. I like his entrance music. I like the stories about him beating up JPL backstage.
yeah.
When he beat him up in an airport, and then he would have totally finished him off, but his leg got caught in a baggage, by like a conveyor belt or something. And everyone was like, "It's lucky that happened, otherwise JBL would be dead." When I was a kid watching, one of the first matches I ever remember watching was him versus Albert in a
Okay.
hardcore match on like a random SmackDown or something. And I was watching it and I was like, "Oh, this is a big guy, and what's the smaller guy gonna do?" And then he got like this fire extinguisher out and little sticks. You know the little sticks? I like the
Yeah,
little sticks.
amazing.
That's another thing. He did a pump handle slam with. I found the match and watched it since to remind
Yeah.
myself.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
I remember
wow,
that.
this
I remember
really
that.
did take an effect on
Yeah.
you, this match.
Oh, I loved Steve Blackman so much. He was
Really?
fantastic.
Was it like,
He wasn't a great,
kind of,
wasn't a very good wrestler.
No,
like-
but like, see all the kind of like the legit hard like MMA guys like him and like Shamrock and all that. I couldn't stand.
Oh,
Really?
BLACKMAN was fantastic.
I never quite got Shamrock because I
Never got Shamrock.
didn't follow UFC and I didn't understand what he'd done before.
I just genuinely don't think he was the most dangerous man.
I want to give a shout out quickly to a lad called Finley, who's been a fan of us since like the What Culture days. Really nice lad. I think he just got off to uni actually. I think I saw a tweet. Yeah, good luck, Finley.
Congratulations.
I know he might have just started a year at uni, but anyway, he sent me as a gift like a signed Steve BLACKMAN 8x10. It was so nice. Yeah, it's great.
That's so
Unless
nice.
he just did it himself in his bedroom, just like made it up.
You wouldn't even have a clue, would you?
I don't care. The thought was there.
I
Thought it was
know.
nice. Yeah.
Aw.
Cheers, Finley.
That's so nice. Who would you like a signed photo of?
Mojo, I guess.
Well,
Noel.
Can you not just ask now?
We're mates now.
I know.
Was it actually
Wait,
all
what?
right? You actually got on all right?
Yeah. So he was playing 2K19. And I
With
went
you?
No.
Oh.
So he was there
Imagine you
training.
saw him, you were like, oh my God.
Well, I'd clocked him through the window, and I was like, "Oh God,
That
this
makes
is
you
either
sound
going to
like
be
such a
brilliant,
creep. You're
or
like,
it's going to be like
the performance.
really awkward." And fortunately, it was he's just a really, really nice
He
bloke,
seems
as
lovely.
you'd expect.
She's
Yeah.
Of course
in
he
the
is.
vents above the building of Westminster.
I love it. So happy birthday, Steve BLACKMAN. Okay, on the 28th as well. Happy 30th birthday to Jason Jordan.
Another dirty 30.
Another dirty 30.
I hope he recovers all right. There's talk that his injury
So
could
that
be
was-
well
uh-huh.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it not trying to say that that's his career pretty much over?
People have been saying that.
Which
And
is,
that would be a massive waste because he's very athletic and very good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
and I'd like, yeah, 20. Well, we would have been 29.
Sad. It's really, really
Oh,
sad.
it made him sound like he was
He's
dead.
not
Yeah,
dead.
I didn't mean that.
No.
But like losing your career at 29, like that's brutal.
On such a like sour note as well, because obviously the Angle Sun thing was bad, and
Just
American
to
Alpha
mention
were
that
brilliant. And now when you think of Jason Jordan, you think of
You
Kurt
think of
Angle's
that.
son, not American
Yeah.
Alpha, one of the best NXT tag teams ever.
It's that sad, that isn't it?
And also, I think once he properly, because he was being an annoying face and everyone hated him, but the heel turn was coming. I think it was probably going to be revealed, this is just my theory, but that he wasn't actually Kurt Angle, he'd faked it to try and get a stand-in in the company
Yeah.
or something. But however he turned heel, I think once he turned heel, it would have been really good. Because he can have really good matches.
Yeah, he kind of
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, happy birthday.
Yeah,
I hope you're
happy
having a nice
birthday.
day and your neck's
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so the 29th of September. Happy birthday to Stacey Carter, the cat. So, former Mrs. King.
I mean,
So,
she got her boobs out, that's all anyone remembers.
oh yeah,
isn't
because
it?
she was the first person to ever like do a nude thing in WWE. That
Is that
was the
right?
first thing.
Well done.
Yeah.
Does Sable not count? I guess she doesn't count.
No, but the cat was before that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Well,
she
What,
was the
before the
first.
Sable handprints? Was that right? Oh, I didn't know that.
She was the first person to ever do that, because she came out and said it on. It was like on. I don't know. I've read it. Like either in an interview or something, and they were asking like, because they'd asked obviously like Jerry Lawler if he would mind, which I always think's funny, like asking him.
Yeah.
And then asked her, and she was like, yeah, but it was like all written in and stuff, and she was like totally up for it, and she was like Ivory. Apparently, there was a bit of heat between her and Ivory because Ivory was like obviously not happy with the whole.
Because women's wrestling wasn't being portrayed.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I
Ivory's the
think, but
best.
Ivory's great.
I love Ivory.
But also,
too.
happy birthday to the
Happy
cat.
birthday to the
Yeah,
cat.
sorry, happy
48.
birthday. I know, 48.
So
I think
how
she
old was
still looks
So she was
amazing.
like, yeah, I guess she was 28
Right,
or
30,
so,
yeah.
I should have been like late 20s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she still looks amazing now as well. So happy birthday. On the 29th as well, happy 48th birthday to Tajiri.
You
Love
wouldn't
him.
think that Tajiri
Love
and the
him.
cat were the same age, would you?
That's a good point.
Isn't
On
that
the
mental?
same day.
Exactly the same age, Tajiri and the cat.
I don't think we've had that before.
I love
No?
Tajiri so
No, I don't think we have. Yeah,
He's
Tajiri's
so
a
good.
man.
Yeah, he's great.
You love him.
The one thing I never understood when he did the tarantula on the ropes, couldn't get a submission because it was touching the ropes, and that even bothered me as a kid. I was like, why bother?
would
I
it
know
not
it's
be
so
so-
damaging that you get
would it not wear
5
them
seconds
down,
out of
maybe?
it. Yeah, I guess so.
I
It's
dunno.
just
Yeah, missed.
Green Mist.
Kicks.
Brilliant work with Steve Regal. William
Steve.
Regal. my boy Stevie Regal.
Did you see the promo where he came back? Like, Tajiri came back for the Cruiserweight Classic. So Regal's busy flirting with the receptionist. It's really funny.
yeah.
He's like,
I've not seen that.
Yeah.
What are you up to tonight? Oh, I'll take you out and all this sort of stuff. And then
I love
Tajiri,
Regal.
he looks off camera, he's like, and it turns out it's Tajiri coming in, he's like giggling and cackling and stuff, and Regal's like, hello, my friend. And he's like, come on, I'll show
Bloody
you.
hell.
Yeah, he's
It's
so,
so
good.
good.
It's really good.
Amazing.
They
I
had
wanna
great
watch that.
comedic timing together. They were brilliant
Yeah.
I
together.
love it. I love it. So happy birthday to Jiri. On the 29th as well, a happy 33rd birthday to Candice LeRae. So, yeah,
Stars of the show. That's it, entrance music.
Mrs. Gargano.
No, she's really good.
She's good.
I
is
hope
good.
she has more of a chance to.
However, yeah, I just think of her as Johnny Gargano's wife now.
Well, that's the thing. Like on the Indies, she was class. She was one of the best women's wrestlers in the world.
Yeah, no joke.
I hope she gets a chance soon to get like a proper feud or something.
Yeah, I would quite like her to like break away from just being the wife
Yes.
of. But
You have a theory, Jack, don't you?
Yes. Well, it's not mine. I saw it on the internet.
Oh, okay.
But you know, everyone's like, who attacked Tommy? Aleister Black.
Uh-huh.
Who jumped
Think
in the
it's
car
her?
park? Yeah. Or her and Johnny
Imagine.
together.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Well, I like that.
You're
Oh, I
right.
like that. Pick it.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, awesome. So, 30th of September, sadly no longer with us, but it would have been the 49th birthday of Chris Von Erich.
It's always sad when the Von Erichs get brought up, isn't it? We always say
Yeah.
the same
Crazy
thing.
story,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just,
It's sad, and we spoke about it loads.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sadly not with us, but would have been 49. 49, wow. Like, nuts.
Yeah.
Anyway, 30th September, happy 40th to Candice Michelle.
naughty 40.
Naughty 40, exactly.
What's 50?
Nifty 50.
Thrifty. Oh, right. Nifty's better,
Nifty.
probably.
60?
I just have to say 60, don't I?
60.
But yeah, 40, so...
I like Candice.
Happy birthday. Yeah, she was a Divas search, wasn't she?
Hmm.
But yeah, excellent. And happy also on the 30th.
Is he this young as well?
Yeah, right, this actually shocked me. But happy 25th birthday to Trevor Lee.
I met him too, like in Manchester.
Yeah, we met him in Manchester.
Did you meet him as well?
Yeah, because I was running the photos.
Oh.
So, and he was always late.
Oh, was he? I just
Yeah.
briefly saw him.
But he was dead nice. He was dead, like...
I don't know what to talk to him about.
He was a bit shell-shocked. Like,
Was he?
Well, not... Like, just... He just seemed like one of those people who was like... What's
Oh.
going on? Like, kind of thing. He'd just be like... And he wouldn't make a conversation.
Really?
Yeah. So there was a time where he was just kind of standing there and then he'd be like looking at me like, "Beer." So...
Well, that's
chat,
what
and I'm
happened.
like,
I
"Oh."
briefly met him
He was
while
nice,
we were
though.
I was about to interview like Callahan or someone, and I was like, oh, you know, because we just sort of seen each other and we had to shake hands because wrestling,
It's like-
and he was like, oh, sure. And then there was just a silence, but he didn't quite walk off, so I was like,
Yeah, but he
I was
did.
like,
He's
"Are
quite,
you
he just
in-"
kind of stands and is like entertainment.
so I went like, are you in Battle of LA this year? No, know that he is. Just pretend I didn't know. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, cool, man. Cool seeing a bit. And I just that was it.
Like, bye, Trev.
Social skills, 100%.
Well, happy birthday. Maybe you'll get some of that for your birthday.
Wow.
No, he's nice though.
Yeah,
I
he
liked
was nice.
him.
Nice guy.
He's
Yeah.
lovely hair.
Great heel.
I know. I would
You're
quite like to brush
backtracking
it.
here, Jen.
I'm not.
No, he's a great.
He's got good.
On a serious
Nasty
note,
hungover Jen being nasty again.
I'm actually such a cow. Who knew? Who knew? Anyway, that has been This Week in Wrestling. I think we've probably only spoke about wrestling for maybe about 25% of it, but still.
Enjoy.
good.
That's the fun. See you next week. Wave Jack. So that has been This Week in Wrestling. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so here. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic, then please join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and join us.